buzzwords of YouTube, but welcome to Pokemon Shield! But I only have less than 30 minutes to try to get the thing to work. Okay, so I did a little bit of research, and by that I mean a little more than I thought I would. The idea, which I've never done before, is to get a Pokemon, hi Shiny Laias, a Pokemon to show up from the wild and join my team. Now there's a couple of different things to note here. You cannot do it in an open area, aka the wild area. And you cannot do it in the DLC ever. You have to have Pokemon that have high communication skills and, you know, like you. And I guess you have to be using the rarest ingredients. Apparently I don't have the Gigantamax. The other thing is that you, need to have a good cooking level. So, there's a lot going into this that I didn't really consider when I said I want to replay Pokemon Shield again. An enigma, if you will. And some of these lovely, lovely rare berries can only be found in the DLC or by shaking a bunch of trees. So, this is gonna get interesting. For right now, I just want to test the theory. I just want to see how well this works by wasting a bunch of Enigma berries. Yeah, I get motion controls this time. Hotshot the Blaziken is getting excited. Should have been doing this earlier. Whoa! Okay. Okay. Usually, I just use the control stick. You know what? This is funnier. This is way funnier. See, I'm having way more fun than I ever did with ZN. It's going well. This is going super well, actually. Oh, it feels good to laugh again. Remember when I laughed? I don't remember when I laughed. Apparently just now. Spicy apple curry! With a sense of insanity. Hi, Shiny Laias. You may or may not be relevant this month. Yeah! Kamikaze class! And then the no Pokemon showed up. Are you kidding me? I guess another thing. I guess we're cooking again. Another thing is that depending on the rarity of Pokemon that you can find in the grass, for example, a Pokemon that might have a 1% chance of showing up if you look in the grass, it's reversed. So then you have a 99% chance of finding the rarest Pokemon using these stupid ingredients. And then the most common Skwovet, you'll be lucky to find a Skwovet by doing this. What was Game Freak cooking when they came up with this? This is way more fun than the picnic. And the Pokemon, I can finally say this. The Pokemon are way more expressive in wrong one, Sword and Shield than they are in Scarlet and Violet. This game has more personality and introduced Dexit. Winds and Waves has a lot that it needs to do right. But I'm a simple Nintendo fanboy. What am I doing? Citrus Berry? Nah, fam. Nah, that's not rare. No, Custip. That's the good stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna do the super meme. I'll only do 3 of those. Oh, we are not using any of those, though, unfortunately, because I only have 1. 1 of the berry that's considered a myth, with extremely strong power. Oh, if only I could grow berry trees again. Okay, we'll do 3 of these. The Enigma berry didn't really seem to do anything. I don't know why. Maybe I was doing it wrong? Let's do another one. Alright, let's try this again. Maybe I can get the furnace going a little faster this time. I don't think it's possible to get the Charizard class by yourself, because you have to really fan the flames. But if you're doing it with motion controls, then that might be different. Come on, fan the flames! There we go. There we go. That's what we were looking for. I can't I can't stir either. I can't button mash to save my life. To get the Charizard class. I usually have to have someone that I'm cooking with in order to do that. No! Daniel. That's the one thing I should have been able to do correctly, is put heart into it. It's salad curry. Eat 'em up. Gotta get healthy. I said to myself out loud. Alright, climb barrage class again. The same direction. Hi, Keldio. Why is everyone looking in that direction? If there's a Pokemon I'm supposed to look for, I do not see it. I was also advised that I should pick smaller Pokemon, so I don't think, Zamazenta here was the greatest of ideas, or my Aurorus, which unfortunately isn't an alpha, but I digress. This isn't working. I still have time. Like, I'm waiting for the doorbell or my phone to go off, and that's it. That's the end of the video. If I'm going to do this in a brand new save file, how the heck am I going to do it? I feel like this is gonna take a lot of days where I have to grind for ingredients, let alone the few rare berries. Speaking of rare, which one of these is rare? Not Punching Glue. I find that every single day in dozens. Bread apparently seems rare. Let's go with the large leak. I don't know what Pokemon show up apart from the ones we already saw, like Foxtrot. That's not even close. Thievul. Thievul was what I was thinking of. Thievul. Okay, he wants me to throw in way rarer berries, I guess. I'm not wasting these. I absolutely refuse that choice. I was gonna say something else that I know what it is, but apparently I don't. Does that make any sense? Does any of this make any sense? No? Okay, maybe the Enigma berries is kind of messing it up. I don't know. It's an Enigma. I'm funny. Alright, Charizard class! Let's go! Now I gotta watch it with the stirring. That part's gonna throw me off super hard. Right now I'm just focusing on fanging the flames. There we go. Okay, slow down. There we go. I'm not used to stirring by spinning the remote around in a circle. But as long as I see the stars and hear less sloshing, I guess I'm doing good. Not to mention, we gotta make sure we add the love at just the right moment. Yes, there we go. Surely that's a Charizard class. I mean, I didn't see the explosion of flavor physically coming out, but look at how much food there is. I'm sure we're not already being indigestion, but I'm also not eating it that fast. I'm never gonna get the Charizard class. Hi. You wanna move? Oh, Blaziken is racing my shiny Clefable. She's never won a single race ever. That won't stop her from trying. So, I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong, or if I used up all my luck on that shiny Sableye. You know the one. But I haven't gotten anything to show up. Look at Pokemon. That's nice. Still got time. I didn't say I have to save. I can keep all my precious berries, I think. Including the 2 rarest ones I have. You know what? F it. I'm going with potatoes. But I'm also going to use the best berries I have. Starf! Lancet, which is a very rare berry. Not as rare as Starf, but whatever. And you know what? I'm just gonna add 1 of everything. I don't know. Okay, well, it says they're slightly rare. Is there one that's a little more rare than slight? Fine. I'll add 2 more Enigma berries. Alright! Clock in! Clock in! I'm moving the camera by accident! I'm gonna burn off all that food! No, I'm spinning it too fast. Dang it. No, I'm spinning it too fast again. Ah! How is it possible to get the Charizard class all on your own? I mean, my Pokemon are happy. They were happy. I don't know, I don't think that hit the center of the circle personally, but game disagrees. For they are eating today. And I am suffering. See, I'm looking for the fasting. I have no problem getting the Caparajah class. There goes my stupid Starf berry. Now I'm gonna starve. I'm funny. Even the great Keldeo can't outspeed my beautiful, shiny jet. Can you move? No? Fine. Just trying to move it separately, but I think I have to. Join in Claudia? Yeah? Okay. It just keeps going after I let go. I didn't say this game doesn't have some of its own shank, but, you know, it's still charming. Oh, hey! Clefable got the ball. Thanks. How are you doing? It's possible I don't have the friendship up enough with my Pokemon. I don't know. I thought you wanted to play alongside me. Oops. Is worried about his surroundings. Fine, let's do something else. Apparently this is less about getting a new Pokemon to show up and more about interacting with my sorely ignored team who somehow don't permanently live in Lumio City. I'm not gonna stop this joke. Ever. Ever. ZA is bad. I mean, I still enjoy it, but it's still... it's still kind of bad. Especially the DLC. Especially the DLC. I do like the real-time combat, though not... I don't know. Okay, community question. And this is a weird one. It has nothing to do with this game at all. Do you think the combat in Legend ZA is better or worse than it is in Poke Park 2? Bar me about why I haven't done stream 2 of Poke Park 2. Go on, I dare you. So, my best berries are gone. That's an enigma. I'm kind of a little concerned I haven't gotten contacted yet. I might look out the window after this. So we got the fan the flame part down pretty well. Blaziken's stuck. I'm sure he'll be fine. My phone fell. That might not be great. Okay. So, now you... I swear this is way easier in handheld mode. But again, I can't mash the A button to fan the flames nearly as fast as I can just waggle the Joy-Cons or something. That's still Caparajah class. It's never anything but Caparajah class. I have a better chance of finishing the Curry text than I do getting Charizard Bank! I'm yelling again. Hey, at least that one's new. Hooray. Still no other Pokemon. Again, maybe I am doing something wrong. Give me a sec. Into an article saying you could get wild Pokemon to show up at camp, And I've never had that happen before, where it's easier for me to find a shiny Pokemon than it is for me to find a wild Pokemon show up at camp. I feel like I have to... I feel like my brain's gonna implode. I really do. I've seen some of the pictures, but I've never seen it actually happen. You're racing Laios again? Ooh! Ooh! Okay. Blaziken? Hacha? What a name, by the way. He was getting his steps in. He was close. Well done. I did not expect Blaziken to keep up with my legendary lucky to have you at all shiny Latios. Almost said Latios. I really almost did that. Okay, what? Hi. What else could I do here? The Pokemon want more attention. I would be happy to... Oh, he fell asleep again. I would be happy to give my Pokemon more attention. My horse is just happy I stared at him. So, that's great. But, considering the gimmick I have planned for Pokemon Shield, if I can't do it in the base game, what chance do I... Well, base game. One of my two most worked on save files, what chance do I have of doing it on a freshly new file? By fresh, I mean I just made it to the wild area, so... I don't think I have the first gym badge, but my point still stands. I had this whole idea, I'm being real here, I had this whole darn idea that I was going to only use Pokemon that I got from my picnics. I just wasted 4 dozen rare berries, including some of the rarest ones, and I didn't even get anything out of it! Hi, people. It's because of you! You're scaring off all the wild Pokemon. I'm blaming you for this. Not my skills, not my luck, and not how good my relationship is with my Pokemon. Don't take that out of context. I'm blaming you! Die! Evil dark fox. No, I actually kind of like people. I like Nick it more. But I'm just doing the bit. Anyways, I got no experience points. Hooray. Oh, cool. No one. So in theory, Thievul wouldn't show up as the picnic Pokemon. In theory. I don't know if anybody wants to see what other Pokemon could show up, but I doubt that's gonna be all that helpful. I thought I did this correctly. You can only get wild Pokemon on a route. You know what? F this. Downgrade routes. I'm going to the first one again. I think you can also do it in caves, but only if they intersect with routes. I'm not really sure how any of that works. Shoutouts to the blue loading. Like, what am I supposed to say? Enjoy your day, I guess. Like, I was trying to bring up camp. I don't feel like I need to decimate a Rookidee, a level 3 Pokemon with a level 100 Latios. I don't think any of us need to see that, actually. I already killed my Kyogre. If you don't know, fine. I'm not gonna explain it to you. Yay! See, that was the best part of the entire video. Go play, Latios. Go play my beautiful, wonderful, amazing miracle. I'm gonna be cooking again. I'd make a joke, but you know, I think it would be in bad taste, so I'm not gonna actually do that. Bread! Bread apparently is the one ingredient... Oh, nope, I saw something else. But you know what? Bread's funnier. Bread's one of the few ingredients I don't have that much of. So... 5 of these, and yes, we're gonna use Enigma Berry again, because I guess that's just funny at this point. This is the last attempt. The absolute last attempt. There we go. Alright, keep that flame going lightly. Here comes the now new hard part, stirring. Which I guarantee is easier to do in handheld because you're just using the sticks and going at the correct rotation. As long as you don't mess up on this part. There we go. I guess I'm content. The Copperage class. Hey, at least I can guarantee I'll get Copperage class on every single one of these stupid recipes. When I decide I'm gonna do that. In Pokemon Sword, because I've done way more in Sword minus the DLC. But yeah, I think that's the video. Another new recipe, good for me. Matter! We don't have any other new Pokemon. Rip the dream. Let me know what I did wrong, or don't! That's funnier, I guess. So until then, and until my next videos, we'll see whatever those are. This has been We To Play. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy your day. Take care out there, and I'll catch you later.